January 1st, 2026. Wow. I can't tell you how great it is to wake up on New Year's Day and not feel sick from all of the alcohol and other drugs I would have consumed the night before celebrating New Year's Eve. I am now clear and sober for 7.5 years, and it took a long time to get here, I have to say. I just turned 65 on December 27th. And when people say, oh, how does it feel to be 65? I say, it feels exactly the same as it did to turn 25 and 35 and 45 and 55. And it goes really, really fast. So if I had to give my younger self some advice, first thing I would say is don't wait until you're 65 to see the slap in the face you're going to get from the government on Canada Pension. So whatever is coming off your paycheck in Canada Pension, make a commitment to save that in a savings account that's going to get some decent interest. So you can actually see the difference when you do turn 65, that you will actually be able to survive on what you're getting in pensions. Life passes us in the blink of an eye, and I think it's really good as we're heading into a new year for you to, instead of thinking about self-improvement that all the messages are pushing you to do, instead think about self-discovery. Because I think, there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting to improve ourselves, of course, that makes perfect sense, but sometimes that can actually set us up for pitfalls as well. So I think the difference between the self-discovery is about uncovering who you are and what you want for your life. So in our peer support meetings, for instance, we talk a lot about the different tools that we use in SMART, self-management and recovery training. That's what helped me finally get my life back from alcohol and other drugs. And we do specific strategies and techniques and tools. And one of the tools is called the values tool. Sitting down and actually writing down what it is that you value in life. Something that not many of us are ever encouraged to do at any time in our life. What do you want? What do you value? And this is, I think, the crux of the work that we need to do to not only acquire better mental health, but to maintain better mental health. I think it's a daily activity that we need to really invest our time in. So what I'm asking you to do in this year ahead for 2026 is only navigate one day at a time with all the stresses and strains that come with this life that we're in. Just do that one day at a time, because we don't know which day is going to be our last. Try not to leave a mess for your loved ones to clean up after you. I'm thinking specifically of my own situation when my sister and I were dealing with the loss of our parents. I was living in another country. My sister had to do all the do stuff that you need to do when a loved one dies. So reflect on that, and then do the work. Live clutter-free if you can, so you're not leaving a burden for your loved ones to clean up after you have shuffled off the mortal coil. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You never know when a day is going to be your last. So it's always good to make the investment of the time for self-discovery. The ancient philosopher Aristotle said, one of the most difficult things we do in a lifetime is learn how to love ourselves. The most important relationship we have in life is the one we have with ourselves. So I'm encouraging you to sit with yourself and feel the discomfort of life and deal with the discomfort of life in healthier ways, instead of turning to the easier, softer way of alcohol and other drugs like I did. Learning to live with discomfort in a healthy way takes a persistent willingness to exert consistent efforts to help ourselves. Happy New Year! Live every day to the fullest. Live well, laugh often, love always. May the force be with you. And remember, you are the force.